my brothers, my sisters, my ballers. Welcome back to another match day of What's Football Without Fans with your favorite social football analyst, Tepiso Piti, aka Tepzoro. To the ballers passing by, I hope you like what you see because I surely like what I do. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe in joining the fellow ballers who continue to show me gang love and appreciation. So my ballers, without wasting any more time, let's step into today's match day, which is actually not about what's relevant and happening right now in football. Neither is it about past matters. It's an interesting topic about football's most unpopular opinions. So I'm going to be roaming over the internet, looking to hear what ballers have said that's been classified as unpopular, and then saying them out. I'll also post some of the comments that I choose to skip. Because there's some that are just not read words, if I could put it that way. Yeah, but others there that they just don't need my energy to be wasted on them. And then I'll also go on Twitter to check other unpopular football opinions. So let's get into this match day, my ballers. Let's see what they've got for me. Let's see what the internet's got for me. Okay, the first one. This baller's a joke. He's a ha man, clearly. My ballers, USA are going to win the 2022 World Cup. Please prove me wrong. Prove me wrong in Qatar. Because I don't care even if they make it through these qualifications, whatever group they get, they won't touch the quarterfinals. Yeah, that's my prediction. That's maybe my unpopular opinion. USA will not touch the quarterfinals. Pulisic, Omar, Gio Reyna, most overrated US talent only because he plays in Europe and scored a Champions League win in the quarterfinals. Tyler Adams himself. Weston McKennie is also overrated. Yeah, guys, there's nothing about USA. Guys, even Bafana would beat USA. It's just that we flop with qualifying. But yeah, I honestly give Canada a better chance than USA with Alphonso Davies on the wing and Jonathan David up front. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, it's an unpopular one, but I don't really have a comment on it. It says Owen Hargreaves would have been a top class player if it weren't for injuries. Okay, I agree with that. He actually was a top class player. Even with these injuries, like we knew, like there's a talent here. You don't just win a Champions League with Bayern and Man United and come out as not being a top class player. But anyways, here's a funny one. Obviously this was posted last season when Rui Patricio was still playing for Wolves. It says Rui Patricio shouldn't be allowed to play in the Premier League if he insists on wearing an outfielder's number. Seeing that he was wearing number 11 on the back of his t-shirt as a goalkeeper for Wolves, which I also found quite crazy, to be honest. Okay, what do you have for us? Yo. I'm not okay. This one says, clearly this is an unpopular opinion. Controversial, notorious for all the wrong reasons. Mans was trying to be a BIG here, but dismally failed. VVD is the same level as David Luiz. In other words, you're basically comparing one of the best defenders in the world currently, or over the past 4 years, to a PlayStation defender, a player that was labeled as a PlayStation defender by Gary Neville. The only thing that David Luiz is better at than Virgil van Dijk is probably just his ball distribution. But as for defending Yakanga, he just freelances. He's just Mr. Red Card as well. Like, you just don't know. You can't trust him there at the back. You can't have him as your number 5. But anyways, other ballers see football differently to me. Hence why we say, what's football without fans, you know? Let it be unfiltered, let it be bold, and let's be interactive. This one says VR is not a big deal. Clearly it isn't. If results are being determined by it. Eat it in football. I wasn't a big fan of it. All I wanted was goal line technology, but in all honesty, VAR is needed. Okay, what else do people have to say? I'll post some of the unpopular opinions that I'm skipping that don't deserve any energy, and then others, okay, you said what you said, But okay, one says Olivier Giroud is the most underrated footballer of this generation. Okay, yeah, to a certain extent he is underrated, but I can't pinpoint him as the most underrated. With there being names like Sergio Busquets, Xabi Alonso for me is ridiculously underrated. Konabanye that I'm probably not thinking of, to a certain extent. I feel Roberto Firmino is more underrated with what he does when he was performing for Liverpool than Olivier Giroud being underrated. It wouldn't really go down as one of the most unpopular opinions that I've come across here, but always, it's one that I take to a certain extent, but nah, bro. Nah, my ballers, we can't pinpoint Olivier Giroud as the most underrated footballer. If it wasn't for Benzema having his problems with France, he would have contributed way less for France. That's not taking away in all that he's done for France. Okay, this is my last one off of the internet. It says Johnny Evans is the best centre back in the Premier League. I don't care when this comment was made. But he's never been the best, and even when on form, there've been players who are better than him that we don't regard as the best, who I still say are better than him. Yeah, but that's how much better than they are than him that I can't even stop saying better. My future here. Or Gary Cahill, or my Julian Lescott, there's many guys, there's many. Even Roman Size is better than, Roman Size are but you know what I mean, Hi, bro, Robert Huth. Yeah, no, let me leave that one. Let me step into Twitter and see what Twitter has to offer. Okay, here's one which says Declan Rice will break the English transfer record. If he leaves next season, yeah, possibly, because the English transfer record is held by the fridge himself in Harry Maguire. And yeah, signing Declan Rice could be for my 80 million, provided if they make it into Europe again. Yeah, he could, even though I wouldn't like it to be. I'd like someone like Phil Foden to break it for £100 million buy, whether to Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, wherever. Phil Foden isn't. It just mustn't. He just mustn't stay at Man City forever. He's just not meant to stay there forever. Unfortunately, that's just my opinion. Just like all these other ballers that have opinions, with one here that I agree with, but it's said to be unpopular. It says that Sergio Busquets is the most underrated football player in history. Yeah, I can pinpoint Sergio Busquets as the most underrated footballer. But let's step into the next one. What was going in your head when you write such things and make such comments? So this baller right here said Hazard was always overrated and never anywhere near world class. Okay. So in other words, this baller is saying Hazard was just overperforming all that time at Chelsea. He was clearly world class, undoubtedly the best winger in the EPL. If you can compare a winger to Neymar, Salah, you must know they're doing dust. They're doing the thing. They're doing thing. That's exactly what Hazard was doing. So yeah, definitely an unpopular opinion, and I heavily disagree with it. So let's move right along into the next opinion. Man. Okay. So this one says Yaya Toure is clear of Xabi Alonso. Okay. Now, my ballers, let's dissect this one. I would not say Yaya Toure is clear of Xabi Alonso, but I'm always biased to my African giant, you know. That's not that local. Look, I do rate him above Xabi Alonso, but I can listen to someone who says Xabi Alonso is greater than Yaya Toure. You can't say Yaya Toure is clear of Xabi Alonso, because that's the word that was used here. Clear. But hey, Yaya Toure was a beast. He was an animal. He'd do a lot. Number 42. Man's like Yaya Toure. What a guy, what a talent. Okay. Next unpopular opinion says Bruno Fernandes is overrated. I think y'all know he was given too much airtime. Yeah, to a certain extent. Let's say he was overhyped. But I don't think he was overrated. On the face of it, he is a good player. The only thing that I didn't like was when he was being compared to Kevin De Bruyne. That's where I said, y'all have lost it. Okay, here's a hectic one. Sergio Kun Aguero is the best striker of this era. His consistency to perform at the top level against the very best is what makes him the king of the hill. Sergio, best striker of his era. He's definitely up there as the best. For me, I can't put him above Lewandowski and Suarez. I think I can't put him above Ibrahimovic as well, although that one's a chat. The other two, for me, I don't feel it's a chat at all. Period. Lewandowski, Suarez, head and shoulders above the rest. Well, okay, Ibrahimovic has a claim to that. Suarez to Benzema, Aguero to Benzema, okay. Aguero to Rooney, you know. Who are the other monsters of his generation? Higuain, I see it. Van Persie, you know. Who else? With David Villa, okay, not David Villa was 54. Who am I forgetting? Cavani, okay. Well, okay, I rate Aguero. See, these ones where I'm like, okay, I think majority of them I rate Aguero above it, but it's debatable. And then the only one, okay, no, I don't know. I think maybe it's just my mood today. Today I can tell you Aguero over Benzema, but tomorrow I can say Benzema over Aguero. And then, yeah, the Ibrahimovic one, also a bit debatable. I'd say Aguero over Drogba. Did they play in the same era? Okay. But for me, head and shoulders, Suarez, LS9, RL9, head and shoulders above the rest. Okay, next one says, okay, the fact that I haven't read one is that it was cut and I skipped. But yeah, unpopular opinion, Man United are better off without Paul Pogba. You'll tell me about that one in the comments. I'm starting to see it, but we know the talent that Pogba is, just that his consistency is way, way off. Alright, okay. Okay. Here's a hectic one. Gareth Bale is the best British player of all time. Okay, obviously I'm not going to speak about before my time, Walmart, George Best, Bobby Charlton, you know, Kenny Dalglish, but from players that I've seen from like early 2000s to many video clips of late 90s, I don't know, is he the best of British player? I don't know if I rate Gareth Bale above Wayne Rooney. But then I can hear someone's chat about Wayne Rooney. Scholes, Lampard, Gerrard. Which other British talents? It's so painful that all the British talents I'm naming are just from England. But then again, they are the best by far in Britain. Yeah, Gareth Bale is the best one. Okay, unpopular opinion, but with a fair shout, I can give it to you. For me, it's Rooney, but I can give it to you. Okay guys, let me wrap this match day up with the last one, which, okay, last two since I've just come across a heavy one. Yay. It says the current Belgium team will go down as the worst hype team ever. Now my ball is me. I disagree. England's team generation, golden generation from like 2002 to 2010. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one will go down as the worst, most hype over this Belgian team, over Argentina's golden generation that failed. Yeah, not Belgium. Although they've bigger and they've been hyped and not produced, but not over that English team, guys. Nah, that one, yeah. Not that one. Okay, the last one is Javier Mascherano's top 10 DMs of all time. Alright. Javier Mascherano top 10 DMs of all time. From the DMs that I've seen, yes. Yes. He does enter the top 10. Okay. Above him, Busquets, clear. Yeah, Busquets, clear. Alonso above, Kante above, Makalele above, Gennaro Gattuso above. That's 5 already. Casemiro is debatable. Who am I forgetting? Okay, Mascherano over Matic, Prime. Who am I forgetting, my boy? Mascherano over Thiago Motta. Yeah, there's only 5 who I can clearly say are above him. So yeah, definitely Mascherano top 10. And will tell me in the comment section if he isn't, as this is the end of this match day. I hope you like the content that I just posted. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Until next time, my ballers, live long.